Hi everyone, here we are with part 3 follow-up questions that are expected in November 2023. First topic is very old topic, place you got lost. Can someone new get lost in the area where you live?
Yes, last Sunday a foreigner came to my hometown and he was not familiar with the uh, path, so he got lost, but I helped him in finding the exact location.
Are there any signs to direct visitors in your area?
Yes, there are various kind of signs which have been installed in the form of boards by the municipal corporation so that people can easily get their ways.
How do people feel when they get lost?
Usually people try to tackle with this situation with calm and peace because they think if they will lose their temple, then this is not the good way to find the solution.
Why do people decide to take the risk of exploring a new area?
Nowadays people want to break the monotony of their routine visits, so they want to explore the new places where they are not familiar with the things.
Many people feel space exploration is a waste of government resources. Do you agree?
Yes, I completely agree with the given sentence, as it is a core accountability of the government to utilize the funds effectively on the fulfillment of the needs of the population, because majority of population is deprived of fulfillment of the basic needs such as food, clothes and shelter.
Next topic is language. How is learning a new language different from the past?
In the past people did not have much access to the language applications, but now they can easily learn the language with the help of internet, because there are various kind of language software through which they can get the knowledge about the specific language.
Do you think languages should be saved? Why or why not?
Due to the influence of the western language, english has become a global language, so many languages are on the verge of extinction. So it is the responsibility of the natives to protect their native language by speaking it as much as possible.
Do you think understanding culture is important while learning a language?
I don't think so. It is mandatory to get knowledge about the culture if a person has an interest to learn a language. For learning a language, it can be learned with the help of a language trainer.
What role do schools play in teaching languages to children?
Schools plays an essential role in imparting the knowledge related to the language, because language is the first medium through which they can give the instructions, so they use the native language for this task.
How can we make language learning fun for children?
With the help of videos or animated clips, teacher can give knowledge related to the language to the learners.
Next topic is clothing. How is clothing different for young and old people in your country?
Majority of elders in my nation prefer to wear the traditional clothes. However, the youngsters like to wear the trendy clothes because they think that trendy clothes help in grooming their personality.
When do people wear formal clothes in your country?
For attending the interviews or ceremonies like seminars or any occasion, they prefer to wear the formal clothes.
What is your opinion about wearing designer clothes?
I think wearing designer clothes is good for the elite section, but it is not good for the average income group because it put burden on their pockets.
Do prices of designer clothes seem justified to you, and why?
I think the price of the designer clothes is quite justified for me, because a designer has put lot of effort for designing a masterpiece regarding a specific item of clothing, so its price should be justifiable.
Is it unethical to copy brands in your opinion?
Yes, it is not wise to copy the brand because it put negative impact on the innovative skills of a person.
Next topic is science. Do you know of any recent advancements in this area of science that contributed to the society?
Yes, recently science has given a large contribution in the transportation sector by inventing the driverless vehicles.
Do you think scientists play an important role in today's world? Why or why not?
Yes, scientist plays an essential role in the life of human being, and because of them the life of human beings have revolutionized. They have invented many gadgets which make the life of human beings more convenient and easier as compared to the past.
Is it important for people to know about recent scientific breakthroughs and why?
Yes, it is must for people to gain the knowledge about the recent inventions, because through this they can get a chance to change their life more in a positive manner.
Do you think people have a good understanding of scientific information?
Not all the people have a good understanding regarding this concept, because not everyone has an interest in this specific domain. Apart from this, some people do not have vast knowledge regarding the science, so they pay less attention to this concept.
Should schools and universities encourage young people to become scientists?
In my opinion, university should not do so, because every person has its own dream, so they push them towards the dreams which they want to chase, instead of forcing them to become scientists in the future.
Okay, next topic is about ideas. In your opinion, are people who have interesting ideas respected in your country?
Yes, people who have different ideas are always enjoyed the respect in the eyes of masses, because due to their innovations they invent new things and they give instant solutions for the problem.
Are people generally open to accept new ideas?
Some people accept the new ideas quickly, however, others resist because they criticize the new innovations due to the philosophy that it puts negative impact on them.
Do you think the perception of interesting ideas varies between different cultures?
Yes, it varies from culture to culture, because every culture has its own point of view regarding the specific thing, so it can never be the same.
Do cultural values and traditions influence the acceptance of new ideas?
Yes, traditional values and cultural values push the people to accept the new things, because people now want to make the fusion of their cultural enjoyment with the help of modernism.
What qualities do you think a person should have to come up with interesting ideas?
A person should be innovative, a person must have a desire to accept the change in their life, and person should be able to think different from the other people.
How can people with interesting ideas positively influence society?
The people who generally have different opinions as compared to the other, they can influence the people in a positive manner by telling them the positive aspects related to the specific change or the new idea.
Next topic is health. What circumstances usually prompt people to ask for help?
People those who face difficulty and fail to get solution themselves, they usually ask for the help to the others.
When do you think people hesitate to ask for help?
People who are strangers or who do not belong to the specific native usually hesitate to ask the help when they are in difficult situation.
Does helping others benefit society as a whole, and in what way?
Yes, by helping other people can promote the sense of harmony, unity and integrity among them, as it gives us it promotes peace. Instead of this, it avoids the chances of conflict.
Are people nowadays more willing to help others as compared to past? Why or why not?
I personally believe that these days people do not like to help the others because they have hectic schedule, and they resist to do so because they think that it put negative impact on the people if they will ask that whether or they want need or any kind of help or not.
Is it important to express gratitude? Why or why not?
Yes, it is important to express the level of satisfaction, because through this other people feel comfortable. If person does not do this, it put negative impact on the people. They become conscious that people are not happy with them.
Next topic is change. Do you think people generally like change? Why or why not?
These days people love to accept the change in their life, because they think change is a positive and it will put positive effect on their professional and non-professional lifestyle.
Are there some situations or types of change that people generally don't like?
Yes, people hesitate to adopt the change regarding their culture or religious values, because they think that it is a thing which they gain in the form of legacy from their ancestors, so they do not want any kind of change in these domains.
How can change impact people in a positive way?
If the change helps in changing the lifestyle of a people in a positive manner and makes their life more comfortable and convenient as compared to the past, then they consider it as a positive thing.
Do you believe that some individuals are naturally more open to change than others?
Yes, there are few individuals who adopt the changes very frequently as compared to the other one, because they want new things in their life.
Are there any downsides to too much change in someone's life?
Yes, if there is a frequent change in the lifestyle of the people, he or she may fail to get cope up with the things because of the frequent changes may resist them to do the things in a stable manner.
Next topic is festivals. How much do you enjoy festivals or traditional celebrations?
I like to enjoy the traditional festival and ceremonies with my near and dear one in the full extent by celebrating it with their great significance.
How many traditional celebrations are there in your home country?
As India is a diverse country, so people have lot of chances to celebrate the different festivals of the different religion. So they like to celebrate it together as it promotes a sense of harmony among them.
Is there any difference between traditional celebrations now and in the past?
Yes, in the past people celebrated the things in their real form, but now they have modified it according to their comfort zone.
Is it important to teach children about customs and traditions in schools?
I think it should not be taught to the learners in the school because this concept should be learned by them from their parents, as parents are the first teacher of their child, so it is the core obligation of their parents to teach such kind of things to their children.
Do people in your country like celebrating birthdays or weddings?
Yes, people think that by celebrating a birthday or wedding anniversary, they can get a chance to celebrate the moment with their family and with their relatives. Because of the hectic schedule, they usually do not do such kind of things. So these are merely a chance through which they can do so.
Next topic is transport. How do people in your country feel about driverless vehicles?
People have a fear to use the driverless vehicle because they think that due to the sudden breakdown of the vehicle, they may put their life in danger.
Do you think driverless vehicles could lead to a reduction in car ownership?
Yes, it will put negative impact on the possession of the cars because driverless vehicles are quite expensive than the other vehicles. So only the elite section will afford these cars in the future, and this gives the birth-like situation that rich become richer and poor become poorer.
What are the advantages of driverless vehicles?
The main benefit of driverless vehicle is that it reduces the dependency of the people regarding the commuting on others from one place to another place, as they can go themselves.
Okay. How do you think driverless vehicles can improve road safety?
Driverless vehicle reduces the chances of mishappening because it prevents the people from the act of doing jumping the red light or hit and run case, as it follows all the rules and instructions because of the direction which is given to them by the people who is in the specific vehicle.
In what ways can driverless cars reduce traffic congestion in urban areas?
I think that due to the driverless vehicle, there will be no impact on the congestion because people will use the cars in the same way, but the number of cars will be reduced because it will be possessed by only light section.
Are there any disadvantages of driverless vehicles?
Yes, there are various kind of disadvantages of driverless vehicles, such as people will depend more on the driverless vehicle, which reduce the employment opportunities regarding the driving profession. Apart from this, driverless vehicles are quite expensive than the other vehicles.
Could employment opportunities in transportation be affected by driverless vehicles?
Yes, the vacancies regarding the drivers will be less in the future if people will use the driverless vehicle more than the other vehicles.
Next topic is money. How important is it for you to save money?
It is very important for me to save the money for the future because future is uncertain. So I would like to save it for my future because I can use it in unforeseen circumstances in an effective manner.
Is it hard to save money? Why or why not?
I don't think so. It is hard for people to save the money. If they use the money wisely, they can save it in the form of fixed deposits.
How important is it for children to save money?
I think it is important for the children to save the money, likewise the elders, because through this they can get the chance to know the significance of saving the money in the life for the future.
What do you think about digital currency?
I think digital currency is good because it is eco-friendly in nature, because for making paper currency person has to cut more and more tree, so it protects the environment from being contaminated.
What are the advantages and disadvantages of digital currency?
If I talk about the digital currency's benefit, the first benefit is that it is eco-friendly in nature and person do not have a need to carry the hard cash in bulk for business transaction. But if I talk about the dark sides, the biggest loophole of this concept is that it put negative impact on the economy of the country, because due to this the inflow and the outflow of the cash in the market will be affected negatively.
Next topic is services. How do most people respond to bad services?
People usually like to lodge a complaint against the service from which they are not satisfied, either it in the form of the email or verbal.
Do you think most restaurants and shops provide better services than before?
Yes, as compared to the past, these days people become customer conscious, so they provide good facilities to them because they think customers are the good advertisers for them.
Why do some people remain silent when they receive bad service?
Some people have a thinking not to indulge in the grievance, so they avoid to address the complaint to the specific person after receiving a bad service.
Next topic is information. What kinds of professions are related to giving information to others?
There are various kind of professions that provide information to the different person. If I talk about the radio, on the radio there is an RJ who always impart a different kind of knowledge to the people or provide information to the people who listen them.
What is the difference between providing information by phone and by email?
I think the phone information is more effective than the information which is provided through an email, because through an email there may be a chance of typing error which put negative impact on the sense or the understanding of the whole masses. However, telephonic information is fastest way and the more effective way to communicate with someone.
Because a person can get the immediate response.
Yes.
How can people check whether a piece of information is correct or not?
It can be checked with the authenticity or the source through which the information is received, so people can get whether the information is correct or not.
Do people trust the information online?
I don't think so. People trust the information which is available on the internet these days, because through various sources there is different kind of the information which they receive and that is not reliable in nature. So they always try to receive the information in person.
This is the end of this session. Thank you.